Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Just really quick, you might have seen my post on Facebook. I was hit by a freight train of dogs yesterday from behind. It took my legs out from under me and wound up doing thankfully it wasn't a break, but a severe dislocation of my ankle. If you're wondering whether it's painful, oh boy, it's painful. But I'm at the point now, 24 hours later, that I seem to feel a little better. So that's good, and that means I can do some weather stuff. So let's take a look at what's going on this afternoon. Yesterday's cold front is offshore, but now we've got this upper trough that's swinging through, and I've got the satellite here, and I put the links up on my weather platform on Patreon for my members if you want to access these links, so you can see the visible satellite loop with the lightning strikes, and you see this concentration of lightning strikes going on in northern New Jersey, and there's been numerous reports of very heavy rains and hail. Hail is the big deal here because of the fact that the upper air is so cold with this trough coming through. And thankfully, it's the last of it because once this is done, we're going to be fine for the rest of the weekend and into the first half of next week. And temperatures are going to be trending higher, if only because of the fact that they can and do this time of year. There's not a whole lot going on with respect to specific weather. You've got clouds out moving into the Rockies and some into the coast of the Pacific Northwest and the Western Lakes. But it's very nice across the southern mid-Atlantic and southeast into northern Florida and across the Gulf states. We'll check out the latest radar, and it's actually quite active. We're seeing these thunderstorms, and there have been a few severe thunderstorm warnings, but now we've gone to special marine warnings, and this is as of 1:20 Eastern time. But you can see the concentration of showers and thunderstorms in the Hudson Valley and up in northern New Jersey, now moving into parts of western Long Island, and all of this is shifting to the east. This is where SPC, by the way, has its risk areas for today. They have a marginal risk of severe weather. I'm not anticipating any kind of severe thunderstorm watches going up for the later this afternoon and evening for New England, but they do have a marginal risk from Maine all the way down to just south of New York City and then bending back to northwest Jersey. Obviously, in places on the western side of this, we've already seen some of those storms. Also, a slight risk back through the northern plains and also back into West Texas, showing a slight risk. And as I said, we're done with thunderstorms for tomorrow. There's nothing as far as thunderstorms are concerned, just about everywhere east of the Mississippi, except for the coastal southeast and Florida. Enhanced risk from Nebraska northeast over into Minnesota with a slight risk enveloped around that. And as we look at day 3, it's also an enhanced risk from eastern North Dakota on a curve through Minnesota, Iowa, and down into Kansas. And again, the Northeast, this is Monday into Tuesday, the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic states and back through the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley are very, very quiet. Rainfall coming up for this week. Now, the next chance after today, and some of today is baked into this cake that you see in the Northeast of a half to 3/4 of an inch. And there are going to be some locally higher amounts with some of those thunderstorms going to about 1 to 2 inches. It wouldn't at all be a surprise. But in general, it's a half to 3/4, and most of this is front end loaded. And there's not a whole lot other than what we see down in South Florida with some heavy rains of up to several inches in the southern plains. Looking at up to a 1 to 2 inches of rain there, and across the northern Rockies with liquid precip on the order of anywhere from a half an inch to as much as 2.5 inches in a few pockets. So going forward, it's a relatively easy forecast this week. Temperatures are going to trend higher. It's going to get hot. And the one issue is going to be a backdoor cold front that's going to at least give a little bit of a break to the heat after, if you want to count Monday when it gets to near 90. We'll be in the low to mid 90s on Tuesday. But here's our front, our upper trough going by. High pressure builds into the east. We're going to be dealing with west winds, so we're going to warm up quickly. Upper 70s and low 80s for tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Plenty of sunshine on Monday. Mid 80s to near 90 from northeast Virginia to southern New England. And then Tuesday, low to mid 90s for highs. Now here's that backdoor cold front that was just mentioned. It just kind of slides down through New England and makes its way down into well, they're kind of tricky. Sometimes these things can go a little further south than advertised, but this is Tuesday evening. The backdoor front is somewhere, I might have it a little bit too far south, but let's just say southern New Jersey to southeastern Pennsylvania. So the winds to the north of that are going to turn more south-southeast or southeast for Wednesday. That's going to hold temperatures down from New York City north and east, probably 70s to near 80. And then from Philadelphia south and west on Wednesday, we're probably looking at temperatures in the mid 80s to around 90. Then we get a stronger cold front coming through on Thursday with some showers and thunderstorms, and then we should dry out after that as we go into next weekend. So that's some good news. All right, folks, just be patient. We'll get these showers and thunderstorms out of the way, and then move on to what should be a really nice Sunday, Monday for the Memorial Day holiday weekend. This is normally a weekend where you often lose one day, and some years you lose all two, and some years you lose all three. It's rare that you get all three days to be nice, but we're going to get 2 out of 3, and that's a good thing. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you later.